Hey guys, Mr. Matt again. Another week of doing this again. Coming at you from my actual bathroom. I have my bathtub behind me. And I'm going to read another book. This one's called The Mice and the Circus. And again, one of my old books back in the day. And there's a few pictures. I'll let you look at those real quick. All right, let's get to reading. Let me scoot back. Get comfy. All right. The Mice and the Circus. Inside the tallest tower of Cinderella's castle lived a family of mice. The mice stayed busy and happy, but the mouse children sometimes wished that something exciting would happen. Kind of how I feel right now. When they thought it was exciting when Cinderella and the prince gave a big party of a fancy ball, but there had not been a party in a long time. One day, while the mice were cleaning house, exciting news came at last. There they are cleaning house. That looks like me right now. Not really. Not doing a lot of cleaning. Maybe just a little bit. Who knows? Miss Bluebird, who always knew the latest news, flew in the window. Guess what? She chirped. Timothy Mouse Circus is coming to town. The real name of the show was Dumbo's Flying Circus, but Miss Bluebird knew that the Mouse family thought of it as Timothy Mouse's Circus. Grandma Mouse had often told the Mouse children the story of how Timothy taught Dumbo, the elephant, to fly. The Mouse children ran to tell Grandma about the circus. Please, may we go? They begged her. Yes, indeed, said Grandma Mouse. We all will go to the circus. Looks like they're combining stories. We have Cinderella and Dumbo. There's Grandma. Tell them that yes, they can go. The next day, the mice rolled out the wind-up car and made sure it worked, but they could not start it. They pushed and shoved, and the car still would not start. How could they get to the circus without a car? Just then, Miss Bluebird stopped by again. Please, Miss Bluebird, said Father Mouse, would you go to Timothy Mouse and ask him to help us get to the circus? Miss Bluebird agreed. There they are, trying to get the car to work, and there's Miss Bluebird, and she said she would help a little bit. The mice stood at the window and watched Miss Bluebird fly off. She finally reached the circus grounds. There were 2 tents and lots of colorful circus wagons. Miss Bluebird did not know where to look for Timothy Mouse. There's the bluebird flying away, and there the bluebird is now at the circus. Miss Bluebird asked the tall man if he had seen Timothy Mouse. She then asked the midget. She asked the trained penguin and the clown, but none of them knew where Timothy Mouse was. There's the tall man, there's the midget, there's the penguin, there's the clown. I don't know if midget is correct anymore. The short person. Then the circus people took Miss Bluebird to see Dumbo. If anybody knew where Timothy Mouse was, Dumbo would know. Dumbo and Timothy were very good friends, but Dumbo was sound asleep. Maybe we can find Timothy without waking Dumbo, said the clown. In a loud whisper, the circus people said, 1, 2, 3, cheese. Dumbo did not wake up, but his hat began to wiggle. Who should crawl out from under his hat but Timothy Mouse? Cheese? He asked. There they are. Trying to get Timothy Mouse without waking up Dumbo. I'm sorry, but there is no cheese, said Miss Bluebird. We were just trying to find you. I need your help. She told Timothy about the mice in Cinderella's castle who could not get to the circus. I will find a way, said Timothy. Tell them I will come for them tomorrow. Miss Bluebird thanked Timothy and flew back to the castle. There's Timothy Mouse. Said he would do it, and there's Miss Bluebird flying back to the castle with some good news. Miss Bluebird told the mice they would go to the circus the very next day. The mice clapped their paws and jumped up and down. The next day, the mice put on their best clothes. Grandma Mouse wore her finest hat. Mother Mouse powdered her nose. At last, everyone was ready to go to the circus. There they are celebrating, and there they are getting ready for the circus. Grandma Mouse looked at his watch, or Grandpa Mouse. It was time to leave. But where was Timothy? The young mice climbed up to the window to watch for him. Suddenly they saw a dark speck in the sky. Here comes Timothy, they cried. But it was not Timothy. It was only a kite flying in the wind. There he is, checking his watch. They're wondering where Timothy Mouse is. There's something coming? Just kidding. It's a kite. The mouse children kept looking for Timothy. Soon they saw another dark shape in the distance. There he is, they said. But again, it was not Timothy. It was a big scary owl instead. The mouse children felt very sad. They thought Timothy Mouse was not coming after all. They thought he had forgotten about them. Here comes something. Just kidding. It's an owl. Now they're sad. Suddenly, a big gray shape came flapping around the corner. It was Dumbo with Timothy Mouse in his hat. Step right up, ladies and gentlemen, Timothy called out. There he is. Dumbo stretched out his trunk. The mouse family scrambled aboard. Seats in the rear, cried Timothy. The mice climbed into the square tent on Dumbo's back. There they are, getting into his little tent. Dumbo flapped his big ears and flew high into the sky. He flew very fast. He flew faster than the steam engine, puffing along below them. The circus was just ahead. Next stop, the big top, Timothy shouted. There they are flying, and there's the train, and now they're at the circus. One of the mouse children leaned out too far when Dumbo swooped down toward the big tent. Father Mouse caught him by the tail and pulled him back. Whoosh! Dumbo flew right through the entrance to a big tent. The mice held on for dear life. Dumbo flew up to the top of a tall pole. There's a little mouse about to fly out, and there he is inside the tent. Dumbo stopped at a platform on top of the pole. All out for the circus, said Timothy. Best seats in the house. The mouse family hurried down Dumbo's trunk. Excuse me, that's not coronavirus. All right, there they are getting onto the platform. The mice loved the circus show. They watched the trapeze artists, the clowns, and the bareback riders. There they are watching the show. And now, shouted the ringmaster, I have the great pleasure of presenting to you the star of our show, the one, the only, Dumbo, the flying elephant. From his platform high above the ground, Dumbo leaped into the air. Timothy was tucked into the rim of Dumbo's hat. There's the ringmaster announcing Dumbo. There's Dumbo. Dumbo was wonderful. He zoomed high, he swooped low, he balanced Timothy on his trunk. Before he landed, he even flew backward. When Dumbo finished his act, the crowd clapped and clapped. The mouse family cheered, hooray for Dumbo, hooray for Timothy. Here's Dumbo doing his thing, and there he is landing. After the show, Dumbo and Timothy flew up to the platform where the mice were sitting. It was time for the mice to go home. They told Dumbo and Timothy how much they liked the show. Dumbo flew them home in the moonlight, back to Cinderella's castle and their tower in the sky. There they are leaving and going back home. The mouse children were very tired when they finally got home. They climbed into bed right away. I think you have had enough excitement for one day at least, said Grandma Mouse. Yes, we have, said Little Mice. They fell asleep without another word. They were very tired. The end. Wish Dumbo would come by and pick me up so I can get out of this house, but not today. All right, well, I will catch you guys tomorrow.